In this video, we're going to talk about the Endeavor Live. Not the band Live because they suck, but the Endeavor Live. A mid-flexing directional twin snowboard that really is that middle of the road, all mountain flex that can do anything you put in front of it. It's a board that if you want a hard charge, you can do it and it's not going to be super limiting, but if you want to be a little more laid back, it's going to allow you that as well. It does have the channel, which means you got infinite stance options. So why don't you check this review out. This board features traditional camber, which is about as old as Zima. So if you don't know what Zima is, you're probably too young to know what traditional camber is. If you remember Zima, then you know what traditional camber is. It's the arc from contact point to contact point. It's what snowboards had for years. It's where they get their pop. You load it up, the board springs and snaps. Yes, it's a little catchy. Yes, it's a little more aggressive than reverse camber, hybrid camber, or any of the other fucking cambers in the world. This board is available in both regular and wide sizes. The Live features that standard all-mountain freestyle flex. Little bit of play in the tips, stiffer underfoot, more play between the feet with a decent amount of torsional give. This board is very lively and it's stable to a point. You're not going to get bucked around when you're in rutted out terrain if you're bending and flexing with the board. At high speeds, there's a little bit of chatter, but not enough to resonate underfoot and really fatigue you. This board is just well balanced in how it's built with its flex to stability ratio. As this board has traditional camber, you have to load it up to get the pop out of it, and when you do, the board's going to snap and release. There's a lot of pop in it. It's not the hardest traditional camber to load up and get this response out of, but it's not the easiest. You just have to know how to ride traditional camber. And this carries over to how this board hits jumps, lips, and hips. You can send it off any one of these with ease. I would say it's most suited for medium-sized jumps. It'll handle small ones easily enough. Large jumps, it's got you covered there. I just think it's more at home around that like 30 to 40 foot range in jumps. In years past, this board was a little more playful due to the camber profile. By having traditional camber, you have to get your weight over the tip or the tail to really let it butter or lock it into a press. There's a lot of snap and rebound in this board, so just be prepared that it's going to fight you. You have to know how to engage the sweet spots and really let it lock in. If you're going to go sideways on a rail, just understand this board locks in, and I mean absolutely locks in. Front boards, back boards, you're good. It's got you covered. Don't worry about it. You're going to be able to slide sideways with ease. Whether you're an aggressive carver or someone that's a little more laid back, this board will engage an edge for you without fighting. It's one of those boards that the side cut grips and rips, but you don't have to be on top of it the whole time to fully engage it. You want to do a hard laid out carve, go for it. But at the same time, if you're just feeling mellow and want to skid a turn, yeah, it's no problem with it. It's one of those boards that it's got that edge hold when you want it, but it's not going to force you to stay locked in and drive the board through the apex of the carve. So who's this board for? Well, it's for the guy that wants a mid-flexing board that's very freestyle focused that they can ride all over the mountain. Now, I love what Endeavor's been doing, and this board is no different. I think this is a solid board that by adding traditional camber to it, it's got more snap and more liveliness to it, which makes it a better, more well-rounded board. And as we're finally coming out of the whole 10 plus years of having reverse camber be dominant, it's good to see more companies coming back to traditional camber or camber 2.0. So from Endeavor's standpoint, this is a great board for all you traditional camber lovers out there. You're alive, I'm alive, we're not the band Live, thank God, because they suck. But here's the boards that stack up to this deck from Endeavor. The Arbor Westmark Camber. The Yes Greats. The Capita Outsiders, not to be confused with the Sue Hinton Outsiders. Stay golden, Ponyboy. The Solomon Huck Knife. The Battalion Evil Twin. The Rome Buckshot. Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.